lights go out, and it's a good start from Barry Smith and Stu Dorr this time. So finally, third time lucky, and they are going to be there with Spike Taylor around the outside of the turn one. A good move from Spike and Kendall. So that's now them in the lead. We've got Peter and Michael Dowan. That'll be the F2 pairing. It will be in third place. Bert and Isaac there for fourth. We've got Graham and Johnny. They are there. Quality fifth place for them at the moment, and then Dave and Sue on that beautiful Mohali machine there in sixth place. So our six runners out there going for it. Spike Taylor and Kendall Dunlop after that impressive move into turn one. They lead by a few sidecar lengths into the John Jones Steel left-hand corner. Barry Smith and Stu Dorr, though, we know how good they have been here all weekend long. They've had a win here yesterday, the win in the morning feature race. So this one here, shaping up nicely, the 10-lap final race for our sidecars, Formula 1 and Formula 2. There's only one Formula 2 pairing here this weekend, so we look to them with excitement as Spike Taylor and Kendall Dunlop. Spikey backing it in out of the hairpin. This is going to be some spectacular racing. Can Spike find something? He's been real quick at the starts of the races, but just has no answer at the back end when Barry Smith and Stu Dorr get into their work. But this is an experienced man, a four-time New Zealand sidecar champion, and he is going to lead us in lap number one. Barry Smith and Stu Dorr, the Carl Cox Motorsport pairing there in second place. We've still got Peter and Michael Dowman. They are there in third place, so carrying on their good form here this weekend. Then you go back to Graham and John there. That's going to be fourth place. Then Bert and Isaac down on a little bit of pace here at the moment, so not the pace they've been used to. They were sitting there in about fifth place, and then you go back to Dave and Sue, still running out our top six there. So a race for our sidecars, brought to us by Corporate Print. Design, print, signage and web, everything you need and more from the team at Corporate Print, one of our fabulous local sponsors here. As you look at Spike Taylor, Kendall Dunlop. Spike, we talked about how many titles he's won. Kendall Dunlop, also a former champion passenger at New Zealand sidecar racing. So the pedigree is strong out there in the Mobility Wire Wrap at Penrite Oil's Kiwi Bike Insurance outfit. But look at the fired-up performance in second place. Barry Smith and Stu Dorr was 1.9 seconds last time around when they crossed the line. That looks like it's come down considerably in this lap alone. So Barry Smith and Stu Dorr, we've seen them how good they've been in the middle of the races. And this one here is shaping up exactly like a carbon copy of race number 2 for the weekend here this morning. But here we go. Spike and Kendall tick another lap off Barry Smith and Stu Dorr. They just go quickest out of anyone in this race so far. So they're getting into their work now. And they were 0.8 of a second quicker than Spike on that one around, so it has diminished that gap down to 1.1 seconds. Spike and Kendall in a little bit of trouble here. We've seen this all weekend long. Barry Smith and Stu Dorr, once they get into their work, that Carl Cox Motorsport long bike LCR, the Lewis Christian Racing 008 chassis from the factory there, and there's been some stories told with that long bike of Barry Smith's there. Won a British Superbike Championship sidecar a few seasons ago. It's got lap records on many different circuits, and Barry Smith and Stu Dorr, they won the championship a couple of seasons ago on it, so this has got some serious pedigree, this machine of theirs. And look at them reeling in Spike and Kendall through the McKissick curve. We've got some serious excitement building here. Spike and Kendall hanging it out. They love to see that bike flinging round out of the corners. Spectacular to watch as Spike and Kendall still in charge of this one here, but only just now. It was 1.1 seconds when they crossed the line, 1.9 the lap ago, and now you can look at it, you can almost see them right next to each other. So definitely advantage Barry and Stu, but they're still going to find a way past Spike and Kendall as we cross the line, and there we go, purple lap time again. So Barry and Stu continue to just be quicker and quicker. Now it's down to 0.8, so they were quicker again. And Spike and Kendall, you can see they are in a big bit of trouble here. Still got a massive 7 laps to go. Let's update you on the rest of the field. We've got Peter Dowman, Michael Dowman, who are in the passenger there, the father and son duo from Wanganui on that Formula 2 rig. And they're doing a good job. They're in third place, so that's good pace from them. Then go back to Bert and Isaac on the second of the Mobility Wire Wrap Penrite entries. That is going to be another trip to the podium, looking like odds on at the moment. Fourth in the race, but third in class. Then you got Graham Harris and John Rawcliffe. So they are there on the Boss Engineering machine from the late 80s. Good to have them out there, and they'll be in the top 5 at the moment with Dave Reesby and Stu Vandenheuvel. Great to have them. They are our super team in charge of the CAMS, the Classic Action Motorcycle Sports Club. And they do some fabulous events, including the Southern Classic Festival, where we're here in November for that event here at Levels International Raceway. So the CAMS group, great organisers of brilliant racing all over the country and out there as well, to keep the sidecar flag flying for our South Island contingent. It's great to have our sidecars back in the South Island a couple of seasons off their campaign at NZSBK down in these South Island leagues, but great to have them back, and they've dished up some really good racing. A good New Zealand Grand Prix last weekend at Ruapuna. That was won by the Carl Cox Motorsport team of Barry Smith and Stu Dorr, and now they are knocking on the door of trying to win 3 out of 3 here this weekend. It was Spike Taylor who had the lead in the championship coming into the weekend, but now it's Barry Smith and Stu Dorr. They are the new leaders of the New Zealand Sidecar Championship, but Spike and Kendall not going to let them have it that easy. Side by side almost as they go John Jones Steel, and then around turn 6, the McKissick curve. Absolutely brilliant to watch on a sidecar. And we've got it all to play for here. So 5 lap to go will be how many we've got when across the line. So that will mark the halfway stage. Still Spike and Kendall in charge of this one here. Spike using all the tricks up his sleeve here, blocking lines and being as wide as he possibly can. But he's under immense pressure now from that former championship pairing of Barry Smith and Stu Dorr. So that's your top 2 very, very high-level sidecar competitors, and they've dished up some real excitement as they get through the bus stop and out the other side. So there it is at the halfway stage. 5 laps gone, 5 laps to go. And here we go, Neil, how good has it been? The sidecars back in the South Island for the first time in a while, and man, it's been breathtaking.
Well, you know, it is one of those things, and I can appreciate the point of view of many of the sidecar competitors. Why do we go down there, you know, when there's not a lot of sidecar support? But if we don't continue to go there, it'll be lost completely. And it encourages some, like, you know, I want to say a shout out to Dave and Graham out there, because they are South Island sidecar competitors. They don't get enough experience either, and they love it when these guys come together. So we've still got to keep our sport. We are so lucky in New Zealand. Take, for example, our neighbours Australia, they do not have sidecars with their ASBK. They don't include them as part of their sport, so they have a whole separate championship for sidecars mixed with some of their other sport as well. And the day that we do that in New Zealand is a sad day for our sport, because they have been part of it right from day one. Hey, I have the privilege of working amongst the Skilton family, which is where some of the legacy of that comes from. The greatest ever accolade of anybody in sidecar racing in New Zealand, bar none. So you know, to know how important it is for our sport, where it's come from, what it's part of, how we've loved it, how we've helped, you know, in building these sidecars, what the engineering's been like. It's been that Kiwi number 8 wire whole thing. Now that the LCRs have come along, of course, well, they're a whole different ballgame. But it's certainly still the birthplace of it. And you only got to go to Wanganui on Boxing Day. You imagine if you said to Wanganui on Boxing Day, we're not going to have sidecars anymore. Holy hell, there'd be World War III would break out. So they've got to be part of it. So I firmly encourage it and want to see all of these 6 getting the recognition they deserve, because, man, oh man, it's a massive effort. You know, you just don't throw it in the back of your van. This is a sidecar. This is a massive structural machine that you've got got to make work for so many different things out on racetrack, and it involves 2 people. It's the ultimate teamwork that goes on out there as well. So I love it. A rider and a swinger. I tell you what, had the absolute honour a few years ago of seeing a 1, 2 and 3 with a woman sidecar swinger getting 1st, 2nd and 3rd, and this super lady, of course, Kendall Dunlop, was one of those as well. So great to see the ladies like Sue and her out there doing it as part of our sport as well. Love sidecars, Brad. Rave on about them forever.
Oh, this is getting good at the front too. Spike Taylor, they gave up the lead into the John Jones Steel left-hander, then answered straight back into turn 7, so this is going to be absolutely on here. Spike Taylor, Kendall Dunlop, they are not going down without a fight. Spike knows how important it is to not let Barry Smith get away in this championship. This is exciting stuff as they go nearly touching into the bus stop. Spike Taylor, Kendall Dunlop, but they're going to tick off another lap, but Barry Smith and Stu Dorr are right there, and they've been lightning quick down that back straight all weekend long. 3 exciting laps to go in our corporate print New Zealand Sidecar Championship. Barry Smith and Stu Dorr, what have they got up their sleeve? Is it going to be down this back straight again, Neil? This is where that Carl Cox long bike's been very, very strong, and surely now the slipstream going to come into play here, get in the toe down that back straight. Is it going to be Barry? Is it going to be Spike? This is breathtaking stuff. We've had some good racing here today, Neil.
Well, there's Kendall. You know, the swinger's got all of that work to do, but she's got to stay completely invisible because she's tucked down behind there, and she has got a brilliant profile because you don't even get to see her down there. Stu's sticking that fraction above it so we can see more of him, but they're still heads down. You know, and the work that they've got to do, they've got to judge the corner. When's the point when they come up and help with the braking of the machine to the corner? You can't go up halfway along the straight zone. Are we there yet? Certainly not. You've got to stay right down and stay out of it and give that ultimate aerodynamic for the machine that's doing it. And how they going, Brad?
Yeah, Badger's got him, Baz got him into that John Jones Steel left-hander, so a pivotal move, really late on the brakes and a big dive, and now he has got a decent little buffer. So as this race gets down to the crunch, the cream rises to the top, and Barry Smith and Stu Dorr are knocking on a little bit of history history here. Can they win all 6 races so far in the South Island? We're going to Burt Munro Challenge for sidecars for the first time in a long, long time as well. So that's another bit of excitement on the horizon. But right now, 2 exciting laps to go and a new race leader, Barry Smith and Stu Dorr. Can they bring it home from here, Neil?
All right, we're keen to watch out because once they've done this hard yards, we saw last time that they'd done it and then they lost it again, but then they've earned it to get back there. Now all of a sudden they've pulled out about 20. In fact, that's more than 20. Something's gone on there actually. They've just pulled out a big one. Now that they've gone for it and gone for a break. So the 73 out there, the Calcox Motorsport International Sidecar Combo are putting it all together. And of course, winners as well of the Calcox International Golf Tournament. And heard it was played in Christchurch. So well done to those involved there. And in fact, understood that Stu, the swinger, he was leading till about the 2/3 mark till we saw a hole-in-one scored, and apparently all on from then for the great Barry Smith. So well done. There's 2 Calcox monumental moments up for grabs. One of them is who's going to be our national champion, and the other one is who's going to win the golf, and that's in the hands of Barry over his super swinger Stu at the moment.
Yeah, and I've had the response from Tracy Bryan. She says she's going to get Baz next year, so she's already in training for that Golf Open next season. So look out, Barry Smith. You've got some serious competition on for that electric Calcox Motorsport Golf International. As we get the white flag out, 1 lap to go for this dynamic duo. They've been absolutely scintillating since they've come to the South Island. All 3 race wins last weekend at Ruapuna, including the New Zealand Grand Prix for F1 sidecars. They've turned up to play here at Levels. A win here yesterday, win here this morning, and now 1 lap away from the ultimate 6-race clean sweep in a fortnight. Not a bad fortnight at the office there. Spike Taylor, Kendall Dunlop, all they can do is watch on as Barry and Stu streak away, Neil.
Oh, this is incredible indeed. And remember, of course, that these boys only ended up as 3rd after the first 2 rounds, and including the Suzuki Series as well. So that's where they were on the back foot at the Suzuki Series. At least they were able to get 1 win with a great victory at Boxing Day at Wanganui, but really been on the back foot with some drama. But I tell you what, hit the South Island, hit the glory, hit the good times, and they have now hit number 1 in the championship points. Took them a couple of races to get through, so 3 down last weekend at Euromark Motorsport Park, and here we are at 3 almost down with the fantastic update here coming all the way at you as we look out. There's the F2 sidecar 55 home for Mike and Pete, and there you go. That is the Barry and Stu show hitting our shores here at the moment, so well done. That is Mr. Barry Smith and Stu Dorr home in first place. Second there to Spike Taylor, Kendall Dunlop. Looking out for mighty Bert and Isaac, who will come through. Loved Isaac's speech last time. Every time he goes out on a sidecar, he loves it even more. He's learning much more and just really starting to put it all together. And you watch out. This guy is going to be a world-class swinger in sidecars. Put your money on that. So the more that he learns, the more that'll go on, the more the speed that the others can get around him. He's going to be able to really start to fly, I'm sure, on that machine in time to come. And there we go. The famous Windle. The Windle there, the Boss Engineering Windle, formerly in the hands of Mr. Adam Unsworth, and now in the hands of Graham Harris out there. So nice to see a F1 sidecar like that still alive in New Zealand with the domination of those huge European machines. To see a good Kiwi-built sidecar still all class out there. Get him behind Graham, folks, and give him your high fives, and maybe sponsors want to contribute to his racing because he's still doing it on the track. And a favourite of mine is a swinger, the awesome Mr. John Rawcliffe, an all-round good guy of our sport, loving it from Invercargill all the way to Taupo and Manfield for some great two-wheel racing in the post-classic class, and also coming back to celebrate by supporting the Southland team last weekend and now racing here this weekend. So done it on 2 wheels, done it on 3 wheels, done it at all 4 of the events so far, all the way from beautiful Invercargill, where we will be in 4 weeks' time for the Burt Munro Challenge. Super swinger out there, Mr. John Rawcliffe.
All right, thank you very much to Corporate Print, our sponsors for our sidecars this weekend. And well, there we go. 3 out of 3 for Barry Smith and Stu Dorr. The Calcox Motorsport team have been dialed in well and truly in the South Island leg, and they will be absolutely ecstatic. They will now be the leaders in our New Zealand Sidecar Championship as well, so that is just brilliant from that team down there. Then you go back to Spike and Kendall. Now, they've had some really good pace here, so they know they're well in the fight here in the New Zealand Sidecar Championship. So Spike and Kendall, with Spike's little sickness during the week, he's definitely dug deep. 3 second places. He keeps his campaign well on track. So well done to the Penrite Oils Mobility Wairarapa and Kiwi Bike Insurance Racing team. They'll be loving that. And then Bert and Isaac, another trip to the podium. Well done to Bert. He has lit the South Island up big time, and multiple trips to the podium for him and Isaac, and they will be back there again, where we will cross down to right now to catch up all the action. Our podium for our Corporate Print supported sidecars for the weekend. 3 out of 3 for Barry Smith and Stu Dorr. Let's cross down to Neil.
great work. Got our 3 combos here at the moment. Just that 2-minute call up for our 150 Jixers. The penultimate race, of course. We'll be back with our 300s shortly. So good to know that we've got through these classes as well as we have done today. Oh, look at that. Kendall wants to say to Isaac, I can do it like you can do it. So straight up here, we'll just wait for the others. And good opportunity. First of all, Stu, you've got to work for them. You get there in the end, but it's not...
Oh, we're putting on a good show, Neil. You know?
Exactly, yeah, it is a good show too. Is it just for show?
Oh, definitely. You know, we want them to come back next year. Our back tyre was absolutely shot with sort of conserving tyres because there's not that many came into the country this year. So we're trying to string them out a little bit. But yeah, it was absolutely shot with just like Speedway out there. It was awesome.
That is awesome. Mary, hey, you've now won 6 races in the South and you've won the Golf as well. So you couldn't be happier, could you?
No, I couldn't do any better than that, really, could I? I just want to say a massive thank you to all the rest of the sidecar crews for coming down and keeping the championship alive. Big up to Spike. I mean, he's been ill all week, and to come out and do what he did today was pretty incredible. So well done.
Well done. Lovely words, lovely words. Barry Hugh, loving it. Here we are, Isaac this time. Bert, you can go second. Isaac, I made the comment before, positiveness when you're here on the podium after the last one. You love this so much. It's pretty cool, isn't it?
100%, you know, I love it. The day I die, I'll probably be on a sidecar, so.
Well done, mate. Hey, I reckon you've got an opportunity to go a lot of places in the sport. You've got the attitude, you've got the willingness. You want to make it all work better. Is it that much fun out there?
Oh, 100%, Neil. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't.
Loving it, loving it. Well done. Bert, the smile on your face. Mate, you've had to work. It's not easy out there. It's not a ride in an armchair.
Oh, no, it's a bit bad. Yeah, no, it's been a good weekend, been a good week down here actually. First off, I want to thank all the officials, everything, Pete and that. And there's a couple of people like Graham Harris, he blew his motor last weekend, he made a huge effort to get here, put another number on the grid, well done Graham. And Sue, and that bloke, oh mate, they were there, they said, oh, we'll just make up numbers. Nah, you're here to race and have some fun. So thank you, and there's 2 people I really want to thank. Is my wife.
Nice, nice. Hello, dear.
And Dale. Dale's there looking after my wife, or being with my wife, so well done.
Whoa, we're not going any further on that one. We're moving right over here as Spike stands over there too. That's probably one of the good things. That's what, oh, mate, are you that good?
Mate, I could go another 2 laps, mate.
Oh, another 2 laps, another 2 rounds. Hey, a shocking week, but you put that behind you for the good of the sport. You come out of it all right?
We sort of saved ourselves for the last one. I thought I've got to give it all my effort. And that Kiwi Bike and Motorcycle Insurance Pinwright machine, it's not missing a beat. Matt's been looking after it really well. Mike has been looking after it, doing some pretty pictures for it. And I mean, Kendall on the side, I couldn't ask for anyone better. We're just, yeah, it's just a little bit under the weather, but I mean, when you're on the bike, it doesn't matter. We had a good battle with those guys. It was quite good fun. You know, managed to pass them back a little bit here and there and cut him his nose off here. And I didn't mind that.
Well done, mate. What a recovery. Kendall, all of a sudden you see Tuesday and his crook, and Wednesday's not getting any better, and Thursday's gone downhill. You think you're never going to get here, and yet you're still here for second places. What a remarkable recovery.
Oh, honestly, yeah. Yesterday in the first race, I was expecting Spike to just cruise, because I'd seen how he was feeling all week and all morning, and he pulled one out of the hat. And yes, granted, you know, maybe we slowed up for the last couple laps, but how many people can ride that well on an off day? It's insane. I'm so proud of Spike and our awesome team. And I do have to say a big thank you to my darling daughter Micah for giving us some Go Fast stickers.
Whoa, oh, look at them. Hey, I want some more of those. Every team will want those. You can sell them.
Good for 3 seconds a lap. So yeah, no, it was awesome. It's been a challenging weekend, but a really great one. And I think those are the weekends that really bring you together as a team and as a community. So massive thanks to the other guys. Awesome riding. Love racing you guys.